What's up?
What's up, fellers?
Today, the moment you've all been waiting for, we finally got the Josh Gurmer collab.
All right.
And a special extra surprise guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm a Jay Swizzles.
We may also have
What's he here?
more appearances happening later in the episode as certain people just kind of show up. But yeah, today, by Josh's request, we're going to be ranking fast food restaurants.
Yeah. So first up, we have Arby's. What was your opinion on Arby's?
Fuck Arby's. That shit's ass.
That shit's mid as hell. Last time, I can't say that.
I think their curly fries are the only thing that kind of redeems them. I'm putting
I
it in
like-
ear
I like to get the one with lots of meat, with all the meat. I love meat.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, part of their curly fries is their only saving grace for the company.
Alright.
I'd give it a solid D
Hot
tier.
ass.
I'd give it a
Alright.
solid D tier.
I give it
I
that
think
shit a
that's fair.
solid D tier too.
All right, you know what? Next up, we got Hungry Howie's flavored crust pizza.
What is Hungry Howie's?
That shit is irrelevant. Next. Irrelevant.
I mean,
E tier.
flavored crust pizza sounds kind of good. I think that's for an experience to go at least one time. I think that's at least a
E-tier.
C tier.
E tier. Get out of here.
The E tier isn't a thing. The E tier isn't a thing.
Yeah, because
Well,
it's irrelevant.
the tier list goes from double F tier to holy heaven food.
Oh,
Double
yeah.
F.
I'm looking at a different one. That's right.
I tier for irrelevant. I for irrelevant.
Oh,
Next, please.
All right. Next up, we got Rainforest Cafe.
That shit. I was there in Disney World. That's a solid S tier.
I can agree with Mason.
Okay.
I went there, got this.
I was also there in Disney World.
Yeah, I got there in Disney World too, back in first grade. Had a worm crawler dessert, best ice cream sundae of my life, hands down.
I got to sit next to Fish, and that shit was awesome.
Solid S tier. Solid S tier.
All right. I think. Oh, next up, we got Olive Garden.
Oh, S tier. And was breadsticks? Yeah.
No, Mason.
shoved them in my hole.
No, breadsticks are the only good thing about that place.
Cap.
That is a C or B tier at max.
The strip Alfredo.
I give it. I think low B tier. Low B tier.
Low B
B
tier.
for
Low tier is
breadsticks.
good.
You guys are insane.
Unlimited breadsticks is the only good thing about that place.
All right, I'll give it a low A tier.
All right, it's reasonable.
All right. Chuck E. Cheese's.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese. Actually, I lie. I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese one time, and all my pizza slices were not the same size. That shit looked recycled.
Yeah, no, it is. They they take the slices of pizza that you don't eat and they put it back in other boxes.
That shit's nasty. How about S tier for shit?
I've been there once. I didn't get any food. I played arcade games, and they were probably the worst arcade games ever. So
Except for skee ball. Skee ball's always fire.
F tier. Mason,
I always
the
thought
pizza's
the
not
wrap
fire.
was
It's recycled.
S for shit.
I'm gonna put it in F tier. I still
reasonable.
the rat was watching me.
Yeah, I tried to poke the rat's eyes out because it looked at me.
The rat was alive the entire time.
Probably.
All right, let's go with IHOP.
Soggy pancakes.
Yeah,
International
like,
House of Pancakes.
Those pancakes are soggy. They're sorry pancakes.
I would
This is S tier again for sorry.
take
How about D tier?
I'll take Denny's over IHOP any day of the week.
Waffle House all day.
Get Waffle House or Denny's. I'll take that.
Okay, Meso. All right, let's move on to Waffle House next then. I put Waffle House in. I'm putting Waffle House in Holy Heaven food. I mean,
Yep.
I'm putting. I'm also agreeing with Waffle House
Yeah,
because my
I'm
good friend
feeling that.
Uriah, otherwise known as Queso, works there, and he's just the greatest kid ever.
He
the
broke my
only time
collarbone.
Waffle House is ever closed is when the world is ending. It's always open.
Yep, just always get Waffle House. It's the greatest food choice for breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snack, 3 a.m. snack. Anything.
All right. Next up, I think we got a classic. Gerbert and Herbert sandwich shop.
What is Gerber and Herbert?
That is not a classic.
That is not a thing.
Jimmy, that's not a classic. That's
You've
just not a
never-
classic.
Gerbert and
Hold up.
Herbert.
Wait, Jimmy, what's he called? Jimmy,
I've
what's he
never
called?
heard of that, John.
Gerber and Herbert.
Actually, it looks like it's Herbert and Gerbert's. Actually,
Herberts
Herbert
and
and
Gerbers.
Herbert's? I've never heard of that.
It was
I
founded
tier
in.
for irrelevant.
It's
Parker asks, is it from New Jersey?
No. It is more than 50 locations. Arizona, Colorado,
No, it's
Indiana,
like Arizona
Iowa.
and Colorado, Parker.
It's
You're a
basically
retard.
all it's all Midwest, and no one goes there. So irrelevant. Yeah, I agree with Mason. I too.
Yeah, I for irrelevant.
I for irrelevant.
All right.
Yep. Their sandwiches do look really good though. I see a Philly cheesesteak with mac and cheese on it.
Oh, good Lord, I'm about to bust.
Except their mascots are 2 kids. So
Yes,
Mason,
Parker.
that makes you very suspicious.
all right.
All right, Junior, what's next?
Fuddruckers.
Never
Fuddruckers.
been. And
Solid
here,
A tier.
never been.
Nope, solid A tier. Their
Never
milkshakes
been.
are insanely good. Just there's one more place that can rank above them for milkshakes and burgers. That's Shake Shack.
Never been there
Shake
either.
Shack's up next. No.
Never
Nope,
been to
nope.
Shake Shack. Never been
Shake
to
Shack
Fuddruckers.
is an easy S tier. The
Parker,
best
that is
not a
fries,
lie. Shut
burger,
up.
chicken sandwiches, and milkshakes.
Shut
you
up,
get.
Parker. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! All right. Sorry about that. Parker was saying that I lied about never being to a Fuddruckers or a Shake Shack. I've never been.
You probably are. Honest with
No,
you.
Jake, I'm not lying.
You've been to every food place. Stop lying.
Okay, I've not been to every
Alright.
food place.
All right,
Next up, Smash Burger.
Never been.
never been there.
I for
Okay,
irrelevant.
let's
I
search
for
it up.
irrelevant.
Smash burger.
I've had Smash Burgers. They're pretty good. They're pretty overpriced though. That's a big thing for them.
Smash burger. Founded in 2007, Colorado.
You find them more in New Jersey. They're not. I have
Okay,
not seen
well,
one in.
New Jersey's irrelevant. It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
New Jersey's
podcast.
for bums.
Exactly.
I put that in
It's for
pizza.
bums like Scott Smalley, who went there for a funeral. So yeah, he's a bum.
Oh, can I say a message?
Dude, what?
Of course.
If your name is Janice Pence, fucking die. Please.
Bro,
Just roll over
Mr.
the
Schaefer
grave.
listens to this. Mr. Schaefer listens to this.
There's no. He's not kept listening to all of them.
Yes, he has. I
You're
was talking
serious?
about it in homeroom.
I can edit that out.
He's listened to
Yeah,
all
please
of them.
edit that out.
I'll edit out my part, but I'll leave yours in.
No. Leave Scott's up.
No.
I know he listened to the first like 3 episodes.
Do not.
Okay.
All right, edit mine out.
All right. Anyway, next up, we got Mr. Beast Burger.
Never had it.
Never had it. I know Connor Anderson loves that place because Connor Anderson's a spoiled
All right,
kid.
double
Gets it
F.
all the time. Yeah, double F.
Dave and Buster's.
Solid B tier.
Yeah.
I go there more for the arcade games and to watch sports than to actually eat the food.
Yes. And it's actually just a Buffalo Wild Wings anyway.
Yeah, it's basically Buffalo Wild Wings with arcade games. So
All right,
solid
so
B
do we
tier.
want to do Buffalo Wild Wings next then? What is
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's Buffalo Wild Wings? Is it C tier?
C
No.
plus.
I honestly would rank it higher than Dave & Buster's because it has better food and like more sports games on, just without the
All
arcade machine.
So A tier?
I would say solid A tier.
All right. Ann's Pretzels.
S tier. Like without a doubt. If you've ever been to an American mall in your childhood, you've had that at least once in your life, and they're the best pretzels you ever got.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cinnamon pretzel nuggets are the best thing ever.
All right. On the topic of mall food, Cinnabon.
Surprisingly, never had it.
A tier. I had some yesterday.
Of course you did.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with Panda Express.
Never had it.
I would say solid B tier. Get some really authentic Chinese food there.
Authentic.
It is authentic.
Bullshit. It's not authentic at all.
Yes, it is. There's a
What the
panda
fuck
in
do
the
you
logo.
know about Chinese culture, Mason?
I keep Yao Ming in 2K every day. So
You
that's
what?
hard for me.
You what?
I use Yao Ming in 2K every day. So
Hold on.
Wasn't he Korean?
No,
All right,
he's
you know
Chinese.
what? He is Chinese. You got a point there, but still, like,
There's a panda in the logo. It's authentic Chinese food.
it says gourmet, dude. That's like,
that is gourmet
Hey,
Chinese
and
food.
I
right
like
there.
I have an announcement. I like to make a formal apology to Miss Pence. I love you, Miss Pence. I was kidding. Sorry for
I'm just gonna leave in the "I love you, Miss Pence" part.
Please don't.
Please do.
Please don't.
Next up, Cracker Barrel.
Oh, S tier. I had Cracker Barrel the other day. What's it? I
So you're
got to
telling me
shop around and
yesterday
play
you had
checkers.
Cracker Barrel
No,
and
no.
Cinnabon.
No. Listen. I was there, and as I was waiting for my table to be called to go eat food, I played checkers and shopped around in a store. Then when I went to eat, I got buffalo mac and cheese with some of the best chicken tenders I've ever had. That shit slapped. Absolutely
You got mac
slapped.
and cheese and chicken
Okay,
tenders.
Mason. I agree that I think Cracker Barrel can be a solid S tier because that's because their food and the gift shop.
Yep.
But I'm more worried about your diet with Cinnabon, mac and cheese, and chicken tenders all in one day.
Buffalo.
I gotta be honest though, Mason. I'm surprised though. You strike me as like a fried catfish kind of guy.
As a what?
Fried catfish kind of guy.
I hate
I guess
catfish.
yeah.
All right. Next up, this is really confusing. We got Coca-Cola.
What?
Coca-Cola.
That's a soda. It's an S tier soda. Actually, I lie. It's an A tier.
It's A tier just
there's only-
because like Pepsi's
there's only-
better.
There's only 3 sodas in this world that are an S tier. Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, Sprite.
Sprite is terrible. Shut up.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah,
How?
no.
Sprite's
You're not
ass.
even gonna put root beer up there?
I hate root beer. Absolutely hate root beer.
I mean,
S.
root beer
Fuck off,
root beer
my
is
podcast,
literally
right?
one of the worst sodas you can get.
Yeah, root beer, trash.
I think we do Taco Bell next.
Ooh, diarrhea.
Dude,
Oh, I was supposed to
we
rephrase
said that's
that
the
word.
one word you don't use. That's the one word you don't use.
That's legitimately the one word that you cannot use on this podcast.
I do apologize.
Well, he did say some very rude things about Miss Pence, so
I did apologize.
that is
Orange
not
Julius
condemnation.
up next.
Orange, that's an ice cream, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid A tier, pretty good summer snack.
Ice cream? What?
Yes, Mason's ice cream.
Oh, S. I love ice cream.
I know you do.
I'll drop my phone again.
Of course you did.
All right. Here, we'll keep moving on. Rita's.
I never had it.
I find that very hard to believe.
Hey, Jake.
There's one like 5
I
minutes
would
away
say,
from the place you go to school, pal.
No, Mason is a Flintstone. What are you talking about? I would say S tier.
Yeah, I think that's fair. They've got a pretty like solid mix.
Yeah. I like the ones with the custard and the Italian ice. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think about Baskin Robbins? We're gonna get ice creams out of the way.
Never had
That's
it.
just a worse Fritos. So no.
Never had it.
Okay.
Oh.
Ben and Jerry's.
There are cartons of ice cream in the store. Good.
This is not a restaurant, bro.
They
A
might
tier.
have ice cream. I don't
A
know.
tier.
No S tier. Dude, some flavors just like hit different.
I,
The
All
cookie
right.
dough and vanilla ice cream is just amazing.
what do we think about Dairy Queen?
S tier.
Is it F or S?
S.
Okay, good. S, good. I was gonna say. Surprisingly, their chicken tenders are some of the best chicken tenders I ever had in my life.
Yeah, I don't know why their chicken tenders are so good, but they are.
Their tendies and ranch are like the best combination ever.
And one time, some lady flipped over my Blizzard, and it actually fell out of the cup all over. And
Did you cry?
no, I got a refund.
I
And got
don't.
another one.
I don't think that's true. I think you probably sat there and cried on the floor.
So,
I think your gravitational field was too strong.
no, it wasn't Jimmy.
Oh yeah, we also found out 4.5 Masons can actually pull the continent of Africa towards North America.
That is not. It's not accurate.
It is for this reason that we do not know the current location of his older brother, Mace O'Germer.
Meso Gerber. All right.
He ran away because his sister beat him up, and now she beats up Mason, and she's 8 years old, and she once knocked him out,
She's
and
9.
that's how he broke his collarbone. Actually,
No.
his sister kicked him in
No,
the collarbone,
it-
and shattered
no.
a million pieces.
Let me tell you guys a story of how I broke my collarbone. So I was playing football,
All right, give me next one.
and this
Nope,
we got
Mason,
This-
stop.
this little
Mason,
leprechaun
Mason,
came
stop.
out of nowhere. He's like, "Where's the pot of gold?" I said, "I took it," and he just went, "Ah!" and then fucking pushed me,
Cold Stone
there.
Creamery.
and I never had it, and I landed on my shoulder and broke my collarbone.
All right, 8 tier.
I think it was his sister.
McDonald's.
A tier. It would be B or C, but only because the fries make it good.
S tier.
Of course, put it S tier, Mason. Oh my god.
Wait,
All right.
what?
You can't put every food at S tier. That's not a thing.
I didn't put every food at S tier.
You put at least over 70% of them at S tier. So yes,
No,
yes.
I put most of them in I tier. Irrelevant.
But the other ones, because you didn't know them.
Currently, our A tier is tied with S tier.
It's all because of Mason.
It's not because of me.
Well, actually, to be fair, I would agree with all the ones in S tier. In S tier, you got Rainforest Cafe, Shake Shack, Aunt Anne's, Cracker Barrel, Rita's, Ben and Jerry's, and PQ.
Never had.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable.
Shake Shack is I for irrelevant.
No, Shake Shack is gas. You never had it.
I
Shut
for
up.
irrelevant.
No, Shake Shack is gas.
It's I.
This
No.
is my podcast. That's not how this works, pal.
I. I'm not arguing this.
All right, Jimmy, what's next?
KFC.
Never had it.
No, that's
No,
not
that's
true.
not true.
I know you had it. I just know you had it.
I never had KFC because my mom doesn't.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
My mom doesn't like it.
I bet you do though. So yeah. I would give it a B tier. It is
Yeah,
it is fallen off over the past couple years.
Yeah.
Popeye's on top.
It's certainly not as good as it used to be.
Popeye's on top.
The chicken quality has just dropped.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chick-fil-A.
A.
This is surprising. I'm gonna go with B tier. The waffle fries are not. I always get them soggy. Like that's what mine always are. They're soggy and not salted enough.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
like the
slightly.
one. I like the one in Hershey Park.
No, I can agree with Mason though. The one at Hershey Park, the chicken deluxe sandwich with the cookies and cream milkshake is the best combination ever.
Yeah, but only the one in Hershey Park.
Yeah, only the one in Hershey Park. The one out in Hershey Park, I'll give an S tier any day of the week. Any other one, B tier.
All right.
I also like the Chick-fil-A food truck in Hershey Park. That's good too. In the water park. That's
The
good.
what?
All right, so we're gonna-
The food truck in the water park with Chick-fil-A.
There's a food truck in the water park.
Yes, there is a Chick-fil-A food truck in the water park.
It comes
Not
especially
anymore.
to Mason.
What?
It's like mobile because they need to keep his appetite so he doesn't start eating people again.
Okay, I've never eaten anyone.
It follows him around the park to make sure he doesn't get hungry.
All right, Hardee's or Carl Jr.'s, depending on where you're from.
We call it Hardee's. No place around here. You call it Carl's Jr. if you're in the West United States. You call it Hardee's if you're in the East. We're the East Coast people.
Yeah, but I like Carl's Jr.
No,
better.
no, Mason.
I've
No.
had it. It's been a while. I remember it being all right. I'll give it C tier.
I've never had it. I never had it.
They're like chicken wrap is good.
You do not get a chicken wrap.
No, listen.
Mason, you've had the whole menu.
No, the other day I got a salad and they accidentally gave me a triple cheeseburger.
Sure, buddy, sure.
No, that's words of Miss Myers though. Last
Wait,
year.
yeah, so Mason, so let's recap your diet from yesterday or your meals from yesterday.
I did.
So far, we have Cinnabon, buffalo mac and cheese, chicken tenders, and a triple cheeseburger.
No, triple cheeseburger wasn't yesterday.
I'm worried. I'm
That
worried
wasn't
for you.
yesterday.
You just said it was yesterday. Your cholesterol has to be so high. I feel bad. I feel bad for you.
I'd argue cholesterol isn't that important.
Who is Big Ted?
Oh,
That's
is
Big Ted for you.
Oh, that's Big Ted.
That's Big Ted. You know, Mason, I heard about these things, so I got some Oreo dippers.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah. Wait, speaking of Oreo dippers, Mason likes to lick the frosting out like it's a cat with milk.
It is kind of uncomfortable.
It is pretty disturbing.
I can also
to watch.
confirm it is kind of uncomfortable.
I have PTSD from it. Anytime I see like an animal lick something, it reminds me of Mason violating his container.
Violating is one word for it.
Yeah, violating is one word. He violates children too.
Constantly.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy, what's next?
All right. Next up, we got 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven is Sheetz is better.
Yeah, she's on top.
Sheets is better, yeah.
D. Like
All right.
it's just
To be
worse.
fair,
for Sheetz.
7-Eleven is open more, so I think we give that B tier.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but also you
But the people at
most 7-Eleven
7-Eleven
I
scare
see
me.
are owned by one Indian guy in the back, and they don't sell gas like Sheetz. So
C.
Well,
D.
I think there's benefits and downsides because you also got to think about it. On the date 7-Eleven, you can show up with any size container and you can fill it with slushy for free.
That's a good point, but I don't live near one, so it's kind of irrelevant to me. There's like a
Wait.
Sheetz there's a Sheetz right down the
You're
road from my
telling me
house.
I could take a tanker truck and fill it up with slushy.
I
No.
feel like you.
It has to be
I
one
gotta
of
be
those.
honest. feel like you can contain more slushy than a tanker truck, but I guess, yeah.
No, Jimmy, I can't.
All right. Speaking of sheets,
Jason, I think you're
how about
underselling yourself.
speaking of sheets, how about we rank sheets next?
Yeah, I just went to Sheets yesterday.
I'd give it-
A tier.
I'd give it an S tier for sheets.
Yeah.
I really like that there's no formal like dress code because I showed up in a pair of sweatpants, a shirt that was like half unbuttoned, one muck boot, and Notre Dame croc. And
That's pretty formal for Sheets, though.
A tier. A tier.
Me personally, I just show up in underwear and they just buy my.
I definitely think A tier.
Personally, I'll just show up in a red
What?
a red placard polo shirt. Red checkered polo shirt.
Is that hard to say checkered?
All right.
He said
Next up, we got
placard.
Long John Silver's.
Never had it.
What is Long John Silver's?
It's a drug It's a drug front.
I'm
Like,
pretty
no one-
sure. I'm pretty sure that place is going bankrupt.
How's it going?
Like, let's search it up real quick.
No, I'm sure it is because no one goes to Long John Silver's is on the same scale as Arby's, but like
No, yeah.
slightly worse. If anything.
I've passed like many Long John Silver's in my life. I've never seen a single soul.
I
inside
for
Long John
irrelevant.
Silver's.
I for irrelevant.
It's a drug front. I'm telling you.
It's an I for irrelevant.
It probably is. It was
All
open,
right.
It was open in Kentucky. It should just stay in Kentucky. Like no one wants Long John Silver's.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, per Josh's request, we got Hooters.
I did not put that in there. I've never been to a Hooters.
Mason likes them the preschoolers there though, instead of the other
Okay.
people.
Is
That's
there a male equivalent to Hooters? I feel like that's Mason's thing.
A male equivalent?
Me personally, I would rank that higher, like in S tier, and I'll put regular in A tier.
Yeah,
because
I
of,
think
like-
that's fair.
Yeah.
Never
gonna
been
say,
there. I for irrelevant.
I know. I think I have a shirt somewhere. I never went there though.
All right.
Sure.
Red Lobster.
It's been years since I've been there. Their Cheddar Bay biscuits are.
Yes. Cheddar Bay biscuits.
That carries
Makes
us
an
to
S
A.
tier.
That carries
Like it's
All right.
it's a pretty mid, like it's like a middle of like it's like the what is it called? The Midwest. It's like the seafood place of the Midwest.
How do they get seafood out there?
Mason, they grow it in ponds. That's how.
I don't want a lobster from a pond.
Well, then don't go to the Midwest.
Because you're already
man.
quality food already, Mason.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really advise anyone. to
I
go to the
want
Midwest.
fresh lobster from the ocean.
Well, then go to Baltimore or so. Or how about you go to
I
what's
go
it
to
called?
Ocean City.
All right.
Mason, just like walk into the ocean, and then they'll all come towards you.
Mason, go to Plymouth, Massachusetts. You'll find an amazing amount of lobster there.
Plymouth.
Plymouth, Massachusetts. Any place on the northern east coast, you'll find lobster everywhere. Trust. Mason, go to Boston. Go to Boston and recreate Bunker Hill. Let's go.
I'm recreating the Boston Massacre.
Okay, too far.
I think
Not cool, buddy. Not cool.
My fault.
Walt Disney War, and would you be interested in doing a 1-to-1 scale recreation of it?
Of what?
Yes.
The Boston Massacre?
No,
Yes.
the Vietnam War.
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I think we need to call in our expert in that episode, Thomas Pekka. Thomas Pekka is an absolute mastermind of the Vietnam War.
Mr. Van Dam.
Mason, you're Mr. Von Don. Or actually, sorry, Peter or Josh.
My phone is currently at 1%.
What?
Then plug it in.
My phone is at 1%.
Plug it in, Mason. We might lose Mason here, so
How many more fast food places we gotta get through?
There's
probably
at least like 50 more on this tier list.
there's
I mean,
50 more. Oh my god.
We don't have to go for a set amount of time.
We might have to make a part 2.
No. Next one, we're gonna recreate the Vietnam War time Pekka.
We might need a part 2.
Yeah.
Go plug your phone in.
I think Mason.
How about we
might
move
just-
on to? That's fine. He's making the file size too big anyway.
Yeah. I think that's reasonable. So is this goodbye?
Is
Yep.
this
This is goodbye.
I guess.
Hopefully, I'll be on for another episode. Josh Germer,
Me too. Jay Swizz.
signing out.
Yeah. Me too, Big Ted.
This
Big
is
Ted.
Josh
You're
Germer,
on episode.
10-year associate at Walmart.
Your
Signing out.
host, a white guy. All right.